Hello everyone, this is going to be a very quick video, I hope. My name is Daryl Guberman. I'm the CEO of Guberman PMC LLC, a quality consulting firm here in Connecticut. This also goes to the attorneys for the victims of Alaska Air. This is about, is Boeing withholding information? And yes, we discovered that Ms. Jennifer Holmendy, the head of the NTSB, is trying to get information that Boeing has not, Boeing has withheld from, it's terrible, from the NTSB because they want to see it. Well, the reason why I've tried to tell her is that Boeing was made an FAA regulator back in 2009. You can't make this up. And here it is. I have this actual article. This is the highlighted article, and here it goes. Tuesday, the FAA increased the authority of Boeing's commercial airplanes division to self-certify its own aircraft. And everybody listens about the MCAS system, about Ethiopian Air, now that the Alaska thing happened, and also the Indonesian airline, about the MCAS system. And they're trying to say that Boeing hoodwinked the FAA. No, they were made the FAA in 2009. They didn't have to tell the FAA anything. And here it goes. This is the proof. When you hear airplane technologies, that's the MCAS. Here it goes. Authority extended to Boeing under the new system allows Boeing employees to perform tasks on behalf of the FAA that include oversight and testing and product standards, along with certification of aircraft technologies, there it is, and the new aircraft designs. They have problems on every aircraft they produce, 777, 787, okay? On top of it, in 2002, they came out with a supplier bulletin that basically stated, I'm not going to go into the nuances, but they basically stated this. I'm going to illustrate it to you. They basically said, send in your AS 9100 certificate accredited by ANSI ANAB, who are underwriters for the International Accreditation Forum Incorporated in Delaware, which is a repository for both national and international accreditation bodies, and also ILAC, the International Laboratory Accreditation Cooperation. They also sat on ANSI ANAB's board of directors, and also the board that can grant, suspend, and withdraw certification. We see that has failed miserably with Boeing, and also Lockheed Martin, who an article came out probably about 2 months ago about them producing their 801st F-35, and they still have issues up to and including loss of pilot and loss of aircraft and loss of pilot. Boeing also, as I showed you the supplier bulletin, they have ANSI ANAB up there. They say send in your certificate. And again, on their portal, they call out, the supplier portal, they call out ANSI ANAB or international equivalent again. So this is what you do. You send in your certificate, ANSI ANAB accredited. You send, actually, the purchasing guy or gal will cross it off on their list, checklist, and then they send in the part, and Boeing doesn't have to send any inspection. For 22 years, they've done this under that bulletin. We haven't seen any other bulletin that stopped that until recently, when the FAA sprung out of the sleep that they've been in since 2009, when they made Boeing an FAA regulator, and that means that David Calhoun is an administrator for the FAA. And they're withholding information, and they really don't have to give up information because as we are American citizens, I think, and the last time I looked, we know that one agency doesn't talk to another agency. And that's why we have disarray, not only in society, but also in our country. We have Mr. Christopher Wray. Christopher Wray from the FBI. He always talks about maintaining vigilance when it comes to China, yet we find out and discover that Christopher Wray, hold on a sec, I think he fell down. Christopher Wray, who basically said this: the whole of the Chinese society is a threat to the U.S., and that Americans must step up to defend themselves. Yes, this is actually Christopher Wray. Because between 2015 and 2021, his agency was controlled and manipulated by Communist China, like the Department of Homeland Security, the Center for Disease Control, the NIH, National Institute of Health, the FTC, FAA, FDA, Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, and so many other corporations and federal agencies that sit on ANSI's board. And this is why he's dressed in a clown suit, because when he says that, you have to laugh. So do you understand this, Jennifer, what we're trying to get to you with film number 5 or something? That what we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is the truth. We have offered Boeing our services. We have 40 plus years of experience, aerospace, medical, implants, materials, printing, and plastic distribution, where we dealt with every industry under the sun, every industry. You know, in aerospace, I always took my job seriously. I was in the blade shop in a helicopter company right down the street from me, basically. Okay, and I got laid off due to a Bill Clinton get rid of 500,000 people out of the aerospace industry starting in 1992. They got a hold of me and 800 other people in 1995, and they completed their task in 2001. And as we know, Russia is still just as good as it was back when Khrushchev ran it. Isn't that a tender moment in a turbulent world? My telephone number is 203-556-1493 or Daryl, TQRS at yahoo.com. Again, this video is Boeing withholding information. They certainly are, because you know why? This guy's the FAA administrator since 2009 when he sat on the board, and then he became the CEO. And remember this, attorneys who may be watching this video, what we have is integrity, honesty, and the truth. When they talk about transparency and having a robust quality system, they are full of shit. Or as my Spanish community says, I think mierda. That's it, mierda. Or in the Yiddish community, dreck. I look forward to hearing from you. The rest and the most pertinent data is down below in the description. And I humbly thank you.